Hello, this is Everton Fan 77, and I am back to uploading as I said I would be in the last video. Now, if you haven't seen that last video, do recommend you go and check it out because it explains a lot. But if you're just watching this video or you're coming onto my channel for the first time, you won't really need to see that because it just explains the changes in my channel. So if you're watching this for the first time, don't bother and go watch the last video because this is kind of basically for the subscribers saying all my changes. So if you're watching this for the first time, that's cool. You don't have to change and you can just listen to this. But if you subscribe to me, you're watching the QPR Career Mode series and stuff. I'm speaking really fast, but if you're watching the QPR Career Mode series and stuff, I do recommend you go and check that out because it explains a lot and it basically explains everything about my channel and all the changes that are coming up. So, as I said before, if you subscribe to me and watch my videos before this video, go and check out my most recent video. Or if you come into my channel for the first time, don't worry, just watch this video and it should be all good. So anyway, as I mentioned last video, I'll get to the actual video now. I keep saying that, video, interesting word. But yeah, as I said, to the start of this series, as I mentioned last video, here I go again, rambling on. I'll try and get to the point. I just get so distracted. But as I said last time, the whole series, there's a whole new series coming where I talk about real life football and what I'm going to do with it. So I said to lay this out before a video occurs, I will tweet just a random subject to say, as I mentioned in the last episode, what are your opinions on Messi beating Muller's record? Is he a better player than him or something? So I can get lots of different responses, and then I'll include that in there. But what I didn't mention in the last video is that I'll be try and get some comments off YouTube as well. So at the end of the video, today's video, I'm talking about Liverpool. Will they return to Champions League football again? Will they return to being like an English superpower once again as they used to be? And at the end of the video, I'll just introduce the next subject. So the next one will be about Ibrahimovic. So I'll get to that later on today. But that's what like the next subject for the next video will be. So I'll talk about that at the end of the episode, so I can get everyone's opinions on that. So as I said before, I'm finally getting to the actual main point of the video. So today we'll be talking about Liverpool and, well, I'll be talking about Liverpool. Will they return to Champions League glory? Now, I think they are going back on the rise, but every time you think that they come and lose like a fairly basic game, like they drop points at, Bolton's not even in the Premier League, but they come and drop points at Reading or something. This is just an example. So, like, it's kind of hard to judge, but I think under Brendan Rodgers, they are, like, gradually growing up. They've got some amazing young players as well, like Raheem Sterling. So they are on the rise, and I'm trying to keep this as neutral as possible because I'm an Everton fan, but I still don't want to see Liverpool crash and burn, so I'm kind of keeping this as neutral as possible as well. So yeah, as I mentioned before, they've got some amazing youth. I do think they are on the rise, but basically, there's been a massive change in the off-season, and it was a good change. Appointing Brendan Rodgers as manager, he's done great things. He's the long-term option, and I kind of think when they hired Kenny Dalglish, they were kind of looking to the past. So, because Dalglish has been an amazing player and a manager at Liverpool, he's a club legend there, and I just feel they're kind of looking to the past. Yeah. Also, for this episode, there'll be no comments or anything because I haven't really had the chance to comment. So I'm just showing the kind of layout for this video as well. But as I was saying before, they're kind of looking to the past when they hired Kenny Dalglish, and I just never thought they were going to win anything when they're looking towards the past. Yeah, it's kind of basic, but as I was saying before, I think Rodgers is the long-term option. They've got some amazing young players. They've got Raheem Sterling, as everyone knows, who's really starting off this season well, and he's still going pretty strong. And then they have Suarez, who's in some amazing form. But I think the thing with that is a lot depends on whether Suarez leaves or goes. It's unlikely that he will go at this stage, but if he can be lured somewhere else, it will be a massive blow towards Liverpool. I just don't think they'll be able to find a replacement. They'll get the same amount of, they'll get good money for him, obviously. But last time, what did they do with the money? They go and buy Andy Carroll for 35 million, and what has he done there? So I think it's not as basic. Once you find like a really dominant player at your club, it's not as basic. Like you get like on FIFA, say you're playing as just, I'll use an example, PSG. Ibrahimovic wants to leave as he does in real life, but yeah. Ibrahimovic wants to leave. You get the money for him, and that gives you enough money to buy another solid player. So you go buy Falcao, and obviously this is FIFA, so like there's not much difference. He just plays like there's no impact. Like he's playing at Atletico, he plays like that at PSG. This is all FIFA talk as well. But in real life, that's the thing. You can't just go out and buy someone, and unless it's Van Persie, who's just been brilliant at Man U, it can happen. But generally, when you buy someone, they don't just click into place and play like they were at their old club. They take time to really gel, and I just feel if they lose Suarez, it will take them even longer to get back to Champions League glory, Champions League football. Their aim at the moment should be to break back into that top four. They shouldn't be thinking about premierships or anything like that at the moment. They should be just focusing in on the top four. And really as well, trying to get ahead of Everton. I'm trying to keep this as neutral as possible. I am an Everton fan. But Everton's kind of overtaken them in Merseyside. Obviously they got a very rough call with Suarez's offside. I have to admit that in the Merseyside derby. But yeah, they have to really get ahead of Everton and be the dominant Merseyside team if they are to play Champions League football as well. So this pace. I'm trying to keep this video kind of brief. We're at 4 minutes and 3 seconds, I think. Oh no, 6:40. Yeah, 6:40. Yeah. So yeah, as I was saying before, I'm trying to keep this kind of brief. Just to give a basic layout, and obviously this video won't be as good as the future ones because it's only my opinion, and I'm sure everyone wants to hear some other opinions beside me just rambling on about what I feel. So as I mentioned before, will Liverpool go back to Champions League football if Suarez stays there and the owners of Liverpool are patient and Rodgers stays as manager? I do feel they will go back to playing Champions League football. They're gradually returning to where they were, but I think the 08-09 season was their last season. They finished in the Champions League season. That was the season they came second, I'm pretty sure. So basically just to try and get back there, because throughout the most stage of the 21st century, like the start of it, the first decade of the 21st century, they were always in with a shot of winning the Premier League. You felt that. And if they can get themselves back to there, it'll be a massive achievement. And I really think they can do it if they keep Suarez and Brendan Rodgers. They've obviously got Steven Gerrard, who won't leave. He's a very loyal player, Liverpool legend. Don't need to say that. I'm pretty sure if a Liverpool fan doesn't know who Steven Gerrard is, they're just total dummy. But yeah, Steven Gerrard scored today, which I'm quite happy for. I just love Gerrard, even though I'm an Everton fan. But yeah, I love him. Good for him to get in the score sheet. And Stuart Downing scored as well. And yeah, I just think, and also a lot depends on whether the youth stays. If Sterling stays, it'll be massive for Liverpool as well. But yeah, and they've got Skrtel and Agger, who are trying to be lured away as well. So if they can keep them as well, they've got a really good shot of coming back to Champions League football within the next 1 or 2 seasons as well. So that's basically what my opinions are. Yeah, it's basically kind of brief, and it will seem the layout will seem really bad at the start because I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this. But that's basically general idea, as I said before. Now for the next episode, I tweeted this as well earlier on today. Is Zlatan Ibrahimovic arrogant, or is he an entertainer? Obviously, like, he just speaks what comes to mind. Very out there, and he's cocky. Everyone can admit that. But is he just pure arrogant, or is he an entertainer? So leave your opinions on Zlatan Ibrahimovic in the comment section below. This has been Everton Fan 77. I hope you liked the sound of this new series. I'm looking forward to doing some more episodes. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter if you haven't already at Everton Fan 77. The link will be in the description below. So this has been Everton Fan 77. See ya.